Hello, what is up, Funspire fam? I am so excited to have you here. I am your coach. Now, some of you are looking at this video and you're like, Jenna, I've been in your accountability groups forever. Of course, I know who you are, but some of you were assigned to me through Beachbody, and you're like, that's kind of weird. I don't know who you are. I know nothing about you, and now you want to help me? Yep, I do. That is my job, and that is what I love to do and I'm super passionate about. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? Because now you've invested in yourself and I get to invest in you too. So I am here to help you every step of the way. A little bit about me before I get started, but I want to share about me so that those of you who don't know me can know a little bit more about me. I started my fitness journey back in September 2014. I had extremely high blood pressure, was depressed, and didn't want to get off the couch. I found these groups, I found my coach, I found Shakeology, and I found the 21-day fix. I lost 8 pounds those first 21 days, and I haven't stopped since. These groups, this life has really changed my life, and that's what I want to do for you. So, a lot of my clients have the Beachbody On Demand, whether they're doing the 30-day free trial or they have the all-access pass, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And so what I want to do is show you some of these key hidden features that up until a couple of days ago, I honestly didn't even know all about myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by sharing my screen. I've got my list here. Yes, I did write intro at the top, and I've got about 10 tips for you to help make sure that you are utilizing every part of the Beachbody On Demand library. Okay, so if I'm looking over at the paper over there, that's why. Let me share my screen with you. I'm going to give you a heads up. My internet is a little wonky today because it's a rainy day in San Diego. Okay, they just changed the on-demand library, and boom, look at this. It is super easy to get overwhelmed by all the information there. I mean, it's the Netflix for workouts, and you're like, gosh, where do I start? I'm going to tell you. There's a couple of different ways. First of all, if you're just starting and you're a beginner, you can click this tab right here and click beginner. Boom. All the beginner workouts are going to be there. Maybe beginner/intermediate is okay for you too. You can click that. So here's beginner/intermediate, and you get a range there. So now you can go, oh gosh, there is still a ton of workouts. Where do I start? This is just too many. Well, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to say 0 to 30 minutes. The 30 to 60, not my thing. Check this out. Now we've got it narrowed down a little bit more. So now we're a beginner, beginner/intermediate, and anywhere from 0 to 30, gosh, there's still a lot of workouts. Well, I would really like to do like a cardio, dance, or low impact. I'm not really in the like muscle building. Maybe slim and tone, that'd be good. Let's see what pulls up there. Still too much, but you know what? I've heard a lot about this Autumn Calabrese, and I want to work out with her. So I'm going to click that. And now we've narrowed it down to something that's a little more manageable, right? So now you have all of these options: 21-day fix, country heat, Autumn's exclusive, active maternity, all of these options for you right at your fingertips. Now, that's tip number 1 to help you narrow it down. What I'm going to do is actually go into my second tip, which is the program materials. I'm going to actually go back to the beginning here. So, oops, I have to uncheck these. Sorry, I forgot. I bet I could clear reset filter. That would have been easier, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so I've reset my filter, and now I'm going to go into, let's check out P90X3, because I bet that you've probably heard of Tony Horton. He's kind of like the Jim Carrey of working out. So you click on here, this workout list, and you scroll down. There is a ton of workouts. This program has so many different workouts in it. It's a great variety. And you might think, okay, I want to just start here and play all the way down. Well, that's not the order it goes in. So what you want to do is click this top program materials here, And you're going to get your fitness guide, your calendar, worksheets so that you can record your progress, and your nutrition guide. So if I click the calendar, my calendar is going to pop up, and you'll probably see that there's different calendars. There's black 1, 2, 3, but down here there's like a classic, a lean, a mass, a doubles. Oh my gosh, so many things. So there's a lot of different options. When you used to get the DVDs, all this would come to you in a paper copy. You can either print this or you can just use it on your computer. Whatever works for you. This is about you and your journey now. You can go into the nutrition guide here and check out all the different options you have. It's going to tell you what to eat. It's going to give you recipes. You definitely want to do this because 80% of losing weight is what you eat. And I promise you, because I have tried it multiple times, you cannot outwork a bad diet. So you want to be looking at that nutrition. You want to be drinking your Shakeology, getting your energy for the day, getting those jam-packed nutrients. P90X3 actually came out before the 21-day fix and those portion control containers and the portion fix, which you may or may not have. But if you do have the portion control containers, it can be adopted to use those. So you don't have to use this program guide, but you do want to calculate how many calories you are using from each program. So what you don't want to do is use the 21-day fix, for example, or the portion fix, for example, calorie calculator and only have 1,200 calories. For me, I actually, when I did P90X3, needed 1,800 calories. So I was bumped up 2 calorie brackets because of the amount of calories you burn in those workouts. So make sure that when you go to the workouts, you're not just going on autopilot, really looking at the nutrition, really that workout. Okay. Let me check off here. Step on right, finding your workouts. Cool. All right. Let's talk about that nutrition a little bit more. I'm going to go back to the beginning here. Now, it can be really overwhelming. So what I want you to do is, tip number 3 is the Fixate cooking show. So this is really cool because, in the workout list. I keep forgetting because they just changed it. So there's foundational videos here. They're going to explain the containers, how to use them, how to get rid of the stuff in your pantry that's just not going to work for you in losing weight, and some really good tips for meal prepping. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in my kitchen forever, and I don't want to use all the pots and pans that I have in my kitchen. So this goes over some of those really important foundational skills, and it gives you a ton of recipes. Look at all these recipes. It'll show you step-by-step how to cook it, and let's say you decide you want to make the chicken enchiladas. You're going to click Program Materials, go to the Fixate Recipes. Let's see, chicken enchiladas is on page 17. So let me scroll down to 17 here. I'm in 12. And it already writes it out. I made this mistake back in December when I was sitting there watching the video, writing down all the ingredients and the step-by-step directions as I watched it. Not necessary, guys. The recipe is right there for you. Let me close this out because the other cool thing is it will give you the grocery list. So if you want to make those chicken enchiladas, it's on page 17 of my grocery list here too. Page 17. Here it is, grocery list for chicken enchiladas. You got your veggies, your dairy, your grains, your proteins, and the essentials to make this. Boom. Print this out, take it to the grocery store with you, and you are good to go. That easy, guys. So the Fixate Cooking Show is a great way to not have that boring and bland food, because I know when I started, I thought the only thing that I could eat was like boring and bland and whatever. Not the case. I promise you, you can have really delicious things. There's a lot of really great recipes in there. Okay, let me stop my screen share here and pull up my laptop. I'm on my laptop. That's super weird. Okay. There is a Beachbody On Demand app. So I'm going to pull this up right here. Do you see all this? Let's say I'm on vacation and I am not sure what the internet is going to look like. I can go, I'm going to click let's see, let's click Insanity Max 30. So do you see this little thing that looks, there we go, like an inbox there that it's going to download? Yeah. You can download your workouts for that week of vacation that you're not so sure what it's going to look like internet-wise right to your phone, and you can do it right on the app. So you don't have to worry about carting DVDs. You don't have to worry about, will I have internet? Will I not have internet? It's all right there in the app for you, and it's not going to take up more space in your phone. Pretty cool, right? So that is tip number 4. I think I'm on 4 someplace, maybe? I don't know. I think I'm on 4. Tip number 5, I cannot demonstrate for you because I don't have this, but if you have an Apple Watch or a heart rate monitoring system, you can actually link it to your on-demand app. So when you pull up the app, there's actually a button that I cannot show you because I don't have nothing up the sleeves, but you can actually link it so that it'll project on your workout as you're going what your current heart rate is, which is awesome if you're watching to look and be in that orange zone. You can see it right there. Your workout in the top in the right corner of your workout. So if you have that heart rate monitor, you definitely can utilize that feature that I cannot, which is pretty cool. So I think that was tip number 5, I think. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. Oops, I'm still on the Fixate one here. Let me go back to the beginning. Now, let's say you are doing Core to Force, which is one of my favorite programs. This is the one that I did over Thanksgiving this past year, and including Thanksgiving Day and the Thanksgiving Day week that I was home and did not watch what I ate. I still lost 8 pounds over the course of that month. So great, great program. But some of the workouts are more difficult than others. So let's say you're going along this workout and you're like, oh my gosh, this is really hard on my knees. I really need this to be low impact. I'm going to click MMA speed here. And I'm going to say, it's okay, I accept, because I haven't used this computer to do this workout. I usually project it onto my Fire TV stick. It's going to pull up, and I'm going to just fast forward a little bit into this. So let's say you're moving along. Oops. Let me try again. I'm going to fast forward a little bit into the workout. So let's say you're moving along and it just gets too hard to be on your knees, whatever. This little button in the lower right-hand corner that says mod, check this out. So exciting. What? Mind blown, right? So you can see the modifier the entire time you're doing it. How cool is that? So they basically take this modifier and split the screen. Pretty cool, right? So if you're on the Fire Stick or Roku or Apple TV, I know on my Fire Stick, it's actually a separate button and it'll say play modifier as a separate video as opposed to when you're doing it from your computer, clicking that button. But it's still a really good button to know that it's there. All of the programs have a modifier, but it's just a matter of finding the right button. The newer ones have this split screen option. Some of the older ones I don't think do have this option, but definitely check it out if you're feeling really winded. Don't be afraid to follow the modifier. I still, to this day, follow the modifier, I'd say 80% of the time because I have bad knees. So there is no shame in the modifying game, guys. Okay, that was tip number 5 or 6. I've lost count. Let me show you this other option here. Let me close out of this. Let me go back to the beginning. All right, so let's say you finish 21 Day Fix. You finish 21 Day Fix Extreme and you just want a little bit more of autumn. If you click trainers, there's a couple of different ways to do this, by the way, but I'm going to show you this way because this is my personal favorite way. You want a little more autumn in your life? There is something called BOD exclusives with autumn. So what this does is autumn-made extra workouts that only the people that have Beachbody On Demand get to do. Pretty cool, right? So if you've done 21 Day Fix, you know Cupcake is one of her people that are in the background doing the workouts. And she basically made this super, super hard workout. And a lot of people like this one more than some of the 21 Day Fix workouts. you can actually do more with the trainers themselves. So they've come up with extra workouts that they get to do. So trainer exclusive workouts is my next tip for you. The next one I'm going to talk about is that annual all access pass. And I kind of mentioned it in the beginning. This is what my on-demand library looks like because I have the annual all access pass. I have access to every workout that Beachbody has ever created. If you are only doing the 30-day trial, you may not have some of the things I do. For example, you probably are not seeing 22-minute hardcore. You might have a sneak peek of it, and it might show up as premium content, and you might have to pay extra for that. I forget how much it is to pay if you just wanted that one program. But really, if you're looking for the best bang for your buck, the annual all access pass is where it's at. And there's a couple of different ways to get it. You can even bundle it with Shakeology or bundle it with like Shakeology and the 3-day refresh, which is really, really cool. But you get all the programs, and it's definitely, if you're on a budget and you're looking to save money and you want the best bang for your buck, that's where you're going to go because you don't get just one program, you get all of them. The other thing is that Beachbody is coming out with, I'm going to stop the screen share for you. They're coming out with new workouts this year. On May 12th, they're announcing a new one that Shanti is coming out with. I don't know when that one is going to release, but whenever that release date is, you are going to have it in your on-demand library right that day. You don't have to wait. You don't have to pay anything extra. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to email anything, nothing like that. You just get it. It's there. Boom, done. So May 16th, UV2 is coming out. That one's just going to pop up in my on-demand library, and if you have all access pass, it's going to show up in yours too. I am in the Shift Shop test group that is going on starting tomorrow, actually, but that program doesn't come out until July 13th. What they're going to do between now and then is they're going to give you guys a sneak peek of that workout in the challenge du jour, so you'll get to see a couple of those workouts that I'll be doing. But then come July 13th, boom, in your on-demand library, the entire program for you. Nutrition guide, fitness guide, calendar, workouts, all of that jazz. So if you are looking to be the most cost-effective and you're on that budget-friendly route, that's the route you definitely want to go. Definitely talk about that with me, especially because there's some really, really great sales going on now through August 31st, 2017. So don't miss out on those opportunities. My last tip for you, and I think this is tip number 10, but like I said, I kind of lost track. ADHD brain, what can I tell you? Is me. I am here every step of the way. I mentioned this at the beginning, but I am here for you. So what I want to know is I want to know your goals. I want to know any problems that have held you back in the past, injuries. Talk to me about where you want to be 1 month from now, a year from now, whatever, and like how fast you want to get there. So if you have a goal in your mind, let me know how fast you want to get there. Because then what I can do, part of the services I give you as your coach is I set up like a map of sorts to help you get to that goal. So it's super important that we stay in touch. So email, text, talk, call, send smoke signals, whatever you've got to do, but let me know and let me help you. We are officially in this together now. Woohoo! So exciting. I am super excited for you, and I cannot wait to see what you do to transform your body. So reach out to me and get in my next accountability group, or just reach out to me and work with me one-on-one. I got your back. We are in this together. Talk to you soon.